Hey yogis, and welcome to my channel. In this video I will be guiding you through a full body stretch, which would be a perfect way to end your workout. Stretching is a very important part of every workout, so remember to come back to this video after your next workout. We will begin in child's pose. Coming to the back of your mat, make sure your big toes are touching and your knees can be as close together or as wide apart as you prefer. Reach your hips back onto your heels, arms overhead. We're going to start by reaching your arms over to the left side of your mat. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Just allow yourself to release all the way down. Feel the stretch along the right side of your back. Deep breaths, inhale and exhale. And then same thing to the other side, so lift your gaze and walk your hands over to the right side of your mat this time, feeling the stretch along the left side of your back. Coming back to center and lift yourself up into tabletop, just making sure your knees are directly underneath your hips and your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Inhale, look up, and exhale, rounding through your spine. Tuck your chin to your chest. Keep going, cow pose. Inhale, look up. Exhale, cat pose, rounding through your spine. Few more times. Inhale, arch your back, lift your gaze. Exhale, round through your spine, tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, round all the way, chin to chest. And inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, round through your spine. And we will come back into tabletop. From here, tuck your toes, lift your knees off the mat and reach your hips up high and back. Downward facing dog. Reach your right leg up to the sky, hold for a moment, bending your right knee and stepping your right foot in between your hands at the top of the mat. Drop your back knee down and reaching both arms up into your low lunge stretch. Breathing into your hips, let them sink down lower to the floor. Inhale and exhale, bringing your hands all the way down to the mat, coming into your half splits. Pull your hips back, flexing your right foot and try to bring your head to your knee. Remember to keep pulling your right hip back and pushing your left hip forward. Deep breaths, feeling a nice stretch through your hamstring. Keep breathing. And coming forward back into low lunge and tucking your back toes, lifting your back knee off the mat. High lunge, inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Breathe. And exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. And when you're ready, I want you to step back into your three-legged downward dog, bending your right knee. And this time I want you to stack your right hip over your left hip. Coming forward into pigeon pose, bring your right knee to your right thumb. Hips are squared. And then coming down onto your elbows or all the way down with your chest. Deep breaths here, feeling a nice stretch in your right hip and glute. Don't forget to breathe. Keep breathing and send your breath where you feel the stretch in your right glute. From here, we're going to move into mermaid pose. First, trying out the modified version, I want you to lift your upper body up and you're going to reach your left hand back, grabbing your left ankle and pulling your heel toward your glute. Feel the stretch through the front of your left thigh. Deep breaths here. If you'd like to take this even further, you're going to hook the inside of your elbow to your left toes and then keeping your chest open, you're going to hook your fingers together. Don't worry if you can't do this, this is an advanced pose. Just go as far as you can and as long as you feel the stretch in your quads. And release your left foot, bring your hands down to the mat, tuck your toes and let's come up into downward facing dog. Switching sides, reaching your left leg up this time, bend your left knee and step your foot in between your hands at the top of the mat. Drop your back knee down and reaching both arms up, low lunge, hold and breathe. Let your hips sink lower down. Inhale and exhale, bringing your hands back down to the mat and coming into your half splits. Let's pull our hips back, flex your left toes and try to bring your head to your knee. Remember to keep pulling your left hip back and pushing your right hip forward. Deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Coming back into low lunge and tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee off the mat. High lunge, inhale, arms up. Keep breathing in and out. And exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. I want you to step back into your three-legged downward facing dog, bending your left knee, stacking your hips, coming forward into pigeon pose, bringing your left knee to your left thumb, square your hips to the front, and then coming down onto your elbows or all the way down with your chest. Inhale in and exhale out, feeling the stretch in your left hip and glute. Deep breathing. Allow yourself to surrender to this pose. From here, slowly bring your chest back up. We're going to move into mermaid pose. Reach your right hand back and grabbing your right ankle, pull your heel towards your glute. Feel that stretch in your quadriceps. And if you'd like to try the full pose, bring your elbow to your toes, hook your fingers together, keeping your chest open. Deep breaths in, deep exhale out. And release your foot, bring your hands down to the mat, tuck your back toes and coming back up into downward facing dog. From here, come forward into plank. And for upward facing dog, untuck your toes, bring your hips down, relax your shoulders, knees off the mat. Then adding a little twist, just looking over to each heel, feeling a release in your back. And bring your knees down, coming into your child's pose, forehead down on the mat. Take one more deep breath in and exhale, come into all fours. Then make your way over to your mat and coming to sit down with your legs crossed in front of you. Rest your hands on your knees. We're just going to do a quick head roll to one side, releasing the neck, and to the other side. One more time each side. And then full circles to both sides. Nice deep stretch here. Release. Moving into a seated twist, we're going to inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, twisting to the left side, bringing your left hand to the mat behind you and your right hand over to your left knee, looking over your left shoulder. Inhaling to lengthen through your spine, exhaling to twist deeper. Keep twisting, keep breathing. Great job. Switching sides. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, twisting to the right this time. Right hand behind your back and left hand on your right knee, looking over your right shoulder. Keep breathing. And release. Arms up once again. And from here, you're going to reach both arms back behind you, interlacing your fingers, feeling a stretch in your chest and shoulders. Pull your hands away from you, or if you can, bring your chest forward, letting your hands fall over your head, deepening this shoulder stretch. If you chose to fold forward, let your forehead come down all the way to the mat. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly bring your chest back up. Release your hands down by your sides. And inhale, reaching the arms up. Big breath in. And exhale, arms down. One more time. Inhale, deep breath in. hold it, and exhale, hands to heart. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you feel a little bit more loose, and see you again soon.